Guys, Ghana is trending all over the world. Everybody wants to visit Ghana. Guys, we are all tired of hearing, oh, Nigerians came to Ghana. Nigerians are shocked to come to Ghana. See, guys, the latest. South Africans are trooping into Ghana. And I'm going to be sharing a particular video about a South African lady that was so shocked when she came down here to Ghana. We all know that South Africa is also a well-developed African country, but when they come to Ghana here, they were shocked, surprised to see how beautiful Ghana is. You know, a lot of people that have not even traveled down to Ghana, maybe they've had some misconception about Ghana, but when they come down here to Ghana, they're actually shocked. Hey, let's watch the video together. Don't forget to like this video and share. Please like. Me that say.
So I'm in Accra, Ghana. I arrived a few days ago and I'm traveling with a group of South Africans. We are traveling with Afroculture Travel. It's not my first time in Ghana. I've been here a few times. I'm completely in love with this country, completely in love. For the longest time, this was my country to go to. You know, it was the country that I would do anything for. And then Malawi came and they were like, you like Ghana, don't you? So just come and see Malawi. And then I saw Malawi and I'm like, oh my goodness, I want to live here. So that I haven't stopped loving Ghana though. Before I could land in Ghana for the first time, I already knew I would fall in love with it because I was already in love with Michael Essien, with Steve Appiah. Oh my word, the list goes on. Kofi Annan. And of course, that list is only women. It's only men, and there's no woman in this list. Anyway, but the thing I want to talk about is American tourists in Ghana. It's been difficult. So if you know your history, you know that today there's a lot of Americans who are retracing their ancestors back to Africa. And, you know, maybe back then there was no Ghana. Maybe it was just in general West Africa. But then the government also of Ghana has opened doors to people to come home, in essence, you know. And it's been going well. And I love that for them. I absolutely love that for them. But as a tourist in Ghana, I wanted to just make this observation. So we've been traveling with our groups and the tourist sites are very specific. And so everybody goes there. You know that today, if you're doing a city tour, you're going to go to the Independence Square, Black Star Square, Kwame Nkrumah Museum. It's everything just like you would do in South Africa, you know. So we all go to the same place at the same time. But I kind of got the sense that Americans just want us to move out of the way when they arrive. It's like, I'm like, girl, not just Kokile, you know, we also want to be here, you know, it's just, so anyway, maybe I'm trivializing it, but I've just gotten the sense that when we go to these tourist sites, when you stand there taking pictures, we've all come to experience this country for different reasons. I completely understand the reason why Americans are here. I love it that they're here. I'm so happy to see Americans reclaiming their identity by tracing their DNA back to Africa, and mostly in Ghana, because like I said, I love Ghana. And it's beautiful to see them. But it is tough also because they come in large groups, which is expected. They come in large groups and then they just kind of bulldoze everyone away. And it's only when you kind of check it, then you see that, oh, maybe then they can see. Like, for example, if I'm taking pictures of the people I'm traveling with, and then there's like already someone here, like on some hurry up, I usually just say, if you could just wait a moment, we'll all get our turn. Then maybe then they notice. Then they're like, oh no, you're good. But guys, it's not easy. Like we all love Ghana, and it's beautiful that we're all coming here, and we should do this every year. Come and converge in these countries. Come to Ghana, come to Senegal, come to Nigeria, experience the joy, the black joy, and also the history, you know. But then I also noticed that going to Cape Coast, so we drove to Cape Coast, where the slave castle is, where the actual transatlantic slave trade was taking place. where you see the actual dungeons that people were kept in. I wrote an article for this on the Sunday Times. Let me know if you want it. I'll send you a link. So when we get there, because that's now where the history is, I did find myself being very empathetic. It was very difficult to watch them listen to what was done to their ancestors. And, it made me think that so much was lost. So much was lost. So much pain was caused. And the pain has traveled generations. And you think about them living in the United States now, being American citizens, but also not feeling at home there, but feeling like they're being hunted down sort of thing, It was just very difficult to watch. And that kind of covered everything else up, Then I started feeling like, okay, Shame, let me let them have their moment, because this is why they came, But I don't know. For whoever gets to see this, I just think when we go to tourist sites, let's wait for each other. You take your photo, you finish. I'll take my photo, I finish. Nobody has to push anyone. Nobody is better than another. As long as we're all here, we've all come for the same thing. And if anything, it would be great if we just got along. But I don't know if anyone else has noticed this. Anyone who's not American, because I see there's a lot of Nigerians. I came a lot of some Somali guys in Cape Coast, some Liberians. I spoke to a lot of people who are not American. Of course, the Americans are a bit removed, which is what I noticed. I don't know. Could just be me. I found them to stick into their group. Not openly chatting to other people. There was one that I did ask if she could take a photo of me, and she was very kind. And that's why I never want to group everyone, because sometimes you find people who are not as kind, but sometimes you find people who are kind, and I did experience some kindness from them. But the only issue that I wanted to talk about is how difficult it is to be in these spaces with the tourists that I just spoke about, and how difficult it is when they want to rush you and they want you to get out of the way so that they can do the same thing that you want to do. I feel like we could do that a little bit better.
I totally understand the angle she is coming from when she first of all talked about how beautiful, Ghana is, how accommodating the country is. And she talked about her experiences visiting the Cape Coast Castle. And she, laid complaint about how the tourists were rushing them for other people to take pictures. Those people came from a very far distance and they want to feel the country. They want to feel the history. They want to be connected to the motherland. So I feel her pain when she said they were hurrying her to for her to take pictures. Those places are places she have been longing to come to, and she eventually did. And just one tourist guard is rushing her to take pictures with her, to take her pictures quickly so that other people can take. And she talked about the Americans. I understand that when these Americans come down to Ghana to learn about the slave trade, it reminds us of how we as blacks were being sold out by these same people, But I'm happy she understood that it is okay for them to come and learn how their forefathers took us blacks as slaves. And it is okay for them to see the kind of torture that we were being subjected into as blacks as at that time, because we were slaves to our colonial masters. And those white people are coming to learn about all those things. It means they are really, really feeling the empathy. They are really feeling, they are putting themselves in the shoes of the blacks, that what if this thing happened to them, not the black. It's okay for them to learn about the culture. And for the lady, I totally understand what she meant, because she said Ghana as a country has been one country she has been longing to come visit, and eventually she visited, and she's glad she did. She's glad that she came to Ghana, and she learned a lot. And she even wrote an article about the Cape Coast Castle. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel if you've not. Hey Charlie, please subscribe and like this video. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye.